It was jab or job.
When the University of Colorado announced its COVID vaccination policy back in April 2021, Elise Brennick knew it was one shot she wasn't willing to take.
Ms. Brennick applied for a religious exemption in August of 2021 in preparation or in advance of that September 1st deadline to be vaccinated.
Brennick served as the director of clinical research in the Department of OB/GYN. Her attorney explains the way the vaccine was developed using aborted fetal tissue is against her religion.
This represented a disruption of God's sacred design for life, and as a result, she did not want to participate in receiving those kinds of pharmaceuticals.
Within 3 hours, her request was denied. The university's policy stated religious exemption would apply to someone whose religion opposed all immunizations. In a lawsuit Brennick filed against the university last week, she claims this was a violation of her rights.
Employers aren't allowed to decide whether the religious beliefs are legitimate. They're only allowed to determine whether those beliefs are sincere, and if so, they're required to seek an accommodation that's not an undue burden to the employer.
After 2 warnings from the university, Brennick was fired on October 20th, 2021. She's one of several employees now suing the university for termination.
These people have meaningful careers, they have meaningful educations, they had a meaningful record, they're doing things that are important to the world, and they were threatened with and ultimately lost their jobs.
In a statement, the university said the vaccination policy at their medical campus was critical to providing a safe and healthy place to protect their patients. This suit comes nearly 3 years after Brennick was originally fired, when vaccination requirements have mostly waned. However, her attorney is still fighting for a judgment.
If a federal court in Colorado says, you know what, these rights no longer exist, then those protections will have substantially been eroded.
Brennick is seeking monetary damages for loss of pay, emotional suffering, among other losses. She's the only plaintiff named in her lawsuit, but in the other lawsuit filed against the university, there are 11 unnamed plaintiffs, including physicians, nurses, and employees in other administrative roles within the Anschutz Medical Campus. Reporting live in Aurora, Ria Jha, 9 News.
Ria, thank you.